Great game, great game, great effort, great intensity, great focus, great growth and maturity. There was a lot of positives to come out of that game yesterday, guys. I hope you all continue as you go through the season and don't lose sight of what it took to get that win pre-game. I'm talking about from the entire prep week, the entire week of prep. I want you all to consider and think about everything you all did to prepare to play the game the way you all did. That was by no mistake. The outcome and the way you all played came through the effort that you put in prior to getting on that plane. That was everything you all did prior to boarding that plane to Orlando went in to the dub yesterday. And I cannot understate, and I do not want you to forget everything you all put into that. What you must do is take what you all did, copy, paste, and improve. Copy, paste, and improve. Do everything y'all did, just do it better each week. And I promise you, you'll get the same results. Number one, the growth and maturity. Since the Nebraska game, I've seen a lot of growth and maturity from the players. I don't know if it's to the level where it needs to be, but it's happening. I was concerned after the Nebraska loss with Colorado State next up, which was another rivalry, which normally you don't see in college football, a team playing two rivalry games back to back. But you all bounced back from the game, the Nebraska loss. You didn't allow one loss to turn into two. And I know teams will say, well, that was CSU. Doesn't matter. It was a football game on your schedule. You went down there, you took care of business. Great job. Great job. Continue the growth and maturity, but guys. Continue that. That's important. When you're building, when you're trying to get to where you all are trying to get to. First, the Big 12 title game. Second, the college football playoffs. Okay, let's baby steps. Starts with one conference game, one at a time. Okay, you all are 2-0 in your conference right now. Somewhere, a lot of prognosticators didn't think you all would be. Remember, the game is always played on the field. Continue the growth and maturity, guys. Do not get complacent. Number two, film study. The film study this week looked, well, let me back up. From what we saw from a fan perspective, the film study looked to improve greatly. I mean, we can tell by the way you all perform on certain plays of the game where you all were locked in on the quarterback run first half. Yeah, he got away in the second half because I think some guys kind of got comfortable in the scheme, and y'all kind of let stuff get away. But in the first half, you all let him know you're not going to run over us. This other running back, he may get his because of his talent, but Jefferson, you're not going to run all over us like you've been doing prior to that. UCF was number one in the nation in offense, total offense, coming into that game, guys. Now, people are going to say, oh, well, that's just UCF. Don't matter. They were number one. They had the most offensive yards in the nation coming into that, and CU's defense shut that down. They were averaging over 5 yards a carry on each rush coming into that game. Yes. And the CU defense, which put in the time, the growth, the maturity, the film study. Guys, I cannot understate the importance of film study. Ray Lewis came and did a Zoom call with y'all. He talked about the importance of film study. He talked about if the more you do, it's just like watching your favorite movie. The more you watch it, the more you see about your favorite movie. When you're not going to see everything. When you go to the movie, and see a movie when it first comes out, you're going to miss so much. You're going to miss so much. But I guarantee you, you watch that movie 20 times, you're going to see so much different things that you didn't realize that was happening in that movie because you were paying attention to the special effects in the movie. And now that you're seeing it more and more, you know what's coming. So you can focus on other things in the movie. And that's the same way it is with film study, guys. Every player has a tendency. The film study is for you to pick up on that tendency. That's the purpose of film study. And you all need to be careful. You're not doing things on a tendency basis, because teams are going to pick up that from you. Just like you're stealing, watching film and seeing things that they're doing, that goes both ways, guys. Make sure you're not doing something that shows up on film that lets the other team know what scheme y'all are running. Make sure of that, okay? Because everybody has a habit of doing something. That's the purpose of film study. Number 3, focus, guys. We love the focus. Guys, when you all are focused, playing the right way, the way Coach Prime talked about in his post-game presser, how leaving early and kind of put you all in a position to bond more, to look at film more. And it seems like a lot of y'all didn't waste your time, because the run defense has improved markedly since the Nebraska game, since the first game of the season. You all stopped the number 1 rushing offense and the number 1 total offense. You shut them down yesterday. A lot of prognosticators are going to have their opinions. Doesn't matter. You all did what y'all needed to do when y'all needed to do it, and it looked great. It looked great. Focus, guys. Growth and maturity. Film study. Focus. Guys, these are important factors that you must stay on top of. You have to stay on top of from week to week. Do not lose sight of the things that you all did to play as successfully as you did yesterday. Matter of fact, copy, paste, and improve. Copy, paste, and improve each week, guys. You going into the bye week with great momentum. Great momentum. You're going into the bye week, okay? Fantastic momentum. This is the right way to go in, because sometimes going in with an L kind of takes away the steam. But you don't need that, and you don't have that. You're going in with momentum. Now, this quarterback y'all going to come up against K-State, he's going to be a lot faster, a lot more shiftier than Jefferson. Okay, this might be one of the more athletic quarterbacks y'all going to play this year. And this kid is going to be looking to get outside containment. So gap integrity and ends, y'all going to have to maintain containment. And sometimes because of this kid's athleticism, that may not be good enough. But I know Coach Livingston is going to give y'all a game plan that's going to be effective. How much film are you going to watch this week to prepare for this game? You got over 2 weeks, guys. You got a bye week. You all ought to be so prepared for this game that the defensive should take another step. The defense should take another step, guys. Build on what you all did in Orlando, guys, defensively, in terms of shutting teams down, making them one-dimensional. Okay? Build on that, guys. Complementary football, as Coach Prime brought up in his presser. And lastly, we have growth and maturity. We have film study. We have focus. And finally, I want to touch on playing for each other. Guys, play for the guy next to you. Play for the guy who has put in the work with you in the off season when there weren't games on the schedule. You all were just doing it to prepare to play the way you all are playing now. Play for that guy next to you. Play for that guy that's behind you. Play for that guy that wishes he could get more playing time. Okay? Play for that guy. Like you all put that game away. Some guys got on the field that normally wouldn't have had the opportunity. Play for those guys. When you all looking at film, think about those guys. Hey man, if we get this right, if we shut this down, and the offense keeps moving the ball like they're moving the ball, we keep putting the ball in the hands of our offense, other guys are going to get opportunities to play. Don't forget about them guys. Don't get so self-absorbed that you forget about the people around you that push you to be the best you can possibly be. LaDainian Tomlinson did a commercial 10, 15, maybe 20 years ago. And in this commercial, they asked, is your better than the person better that you're going to be across the ball from? Let me say that again. Is your better than the person you're going to be across that ball from better? You have to, he's putting in work just like everybody is putting in work across all of FBS, FCS, Division II, Division III, NAIA. Everybody is preparing. How are you going to prepare in such a way to make sure your better is better than their better? That's all I have for you right now. See you. Hey guys, lock in. You got 2 weeks to prepare for K-State at Folsom Field. Should be a great contest, and it would be another signature win for the program and Coach Prime and the staff and CU fans. We want to see it, they want to see it, and we are darn sure you want to see it too. But you're going to have to put in the work first. I'm out. You all have a blessed day. Take care. God bless you and yours.
It translates in practice. I don't say stuff just to say it for a click, you know, contrary to what some may say. But yeah, I keep receipts. But I'm serious. I analyze and I understand what we're up against and what we have and what we need. One thing that I could say honestly and candidly, you better get me right now. This is the worst we're going to be. You better get me right now.